Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Florida Man is everywhere. In the car, on your radio at 660 AM and 105.5 FM. In the office or working from home. We're streaming live at FloridaManRadio.com. Out and about, on a run, listen live on the free Florida Man Radio app and on your Alexa device by saying play 105.5 Florida Man Radio. There's no reason to miss any of your favorites. Like the Bubba Love Sponge Show.
The one thing that brings my life down to zero.
The show?
No,
Smash Room at Tyll.
Oh, shut up. That's not you.
Oh, look, there's a tattoo. My Tyler tattoo.
Jacked up.
Hey, Hogan's in the back doing abs.
Can you take off your shirt now and we do a side-by-side?
Nipple areola.
Radio with Justin Clark, The Ed Tyll Show, or The Shannon Burke Show.
Dumbass. We know we're off the air.
Hey, dumbass.
We have people that listen online, but you wouldn't know what that means because you're 90 years old.
Florida Man Radio. Unfiltered, unafraid. Get it how you need to. Now.
I want to tell you about the coolest cat I know.
Yeah.
They call him Ed Tyll.
Yeah. Julie and Lisa. How many great guests can you have in one day? How much can you learn in one radio show? Wowie, Maui, wowie. I love this kind of... Julie, what a great job with the topic and the whole Megillah. You did great.
You got the good grasp on it, and it's very difficult, and I just give you so much credit because it is an unbelievable story. And then I have yet another topic I want to discuss with you.
Oh, hold on 1 second on that, but I can't wait. Elisa, how much did we learn? Weren't both of those guests kind of opposite personalities, but both of them very smart and intuitive?
Yes, and I'm so glad that you had them on the show today because I had no idea that this was going on. And the only way to make change is to expose it to sunlight.
Indeed, boy. And were you shocked that this was going on, or did it kind of make sense in the corrupt, awful world? How did it strike you when you first heard how bad it was?
Well, I'm not surprised. Anytime government gets involved in anything, it turns dark and twisted, and you get screwed.
There you go, baby. Sing it now. That's the chorus one more time in three-part harmony, Julie. What's your next topic? I can't wait to hear. What is it?
Well, this is so up your alley. Did you hear? And because you broke us with scoops today on Joe Rogan and Ryan Seacrest, which I did not know, but did you hear the scoop on Matt Lauer?
Matt Lauer, the other day I was watching him with a full head of hair interview Charlie Watts on YouTube. What is he getting a show? Somebody's going to put him back on TV. Is that what the news is?
The news is that he wrote an editorial for Mediaite. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct or not, stating that Ronan Farrow, who's a Pulitzer Prize winner, got the story wrong about NBC and that he did not go to all the sources that he claims to go to.
Wow.
So Matt Lauer was accused of rape, and he's saying, no, I did not do that. I dated a woman inappropriately, but there was no rape.
And it was.
And that's what the news is
That's
today.
a huge headline, because he had the button under. Lisa, do you remember the story about Matt Lauer? He has a button under his desk that when a hot chick is sitting there in the office with him, do you remember how this goes? If he gets the signal that it's bangy time in the daytime, he hits the button and it locks everything. Nobody walks in. Nobody can interrupt, and no one can prove it's bangy time on his beautiful, expensive Italian leather couch or whatever is high-rise looking over. So that's wonderful. Only why? I mean, part of me is disgusted. But the other side of me says, there's no way any of these stories are exactly as one side says them. Isn't that why Blondie got caught, the COVID data girl who called up Florida Today? You have to come over here. Somebody's not being nice to me. I'm a scientist. They should do what I say. Florida Today, could you come over here? I'm quote-unquote being sidelined. She was reported to be insubordinate and fired. But did she tell that to Florida Today? She did not. They give her a beautiful photograph. It is a scam. We shouldn't have to be on guard, but we have to be. Does it incense you that a woman gets in there, gets the whole issue wrapped around her? Julie, we don't have the whole story. Lisa, we don't have the whole story. Why did the media make it look like her side was the entire story? Why would they take a cute blonde, put her on the front page, give her a big close-up glamour shot, and then write the story from entirely her point of view? Why might the media do such a thing? Lisa, I'll begin with you. Why would they do that?
The press is trying desperately to make DeSantis into a villain. And when they saw this story, they knew that they could make him look bad. And that's why they used it. They ran with it. They didn't check any sources. And now they have egg all over their face.
And Julie, it's true. Just as she said, they have a narrative ahead of time. So is it obvious to you that this was an agenda type of thing? How did you see this?
I thought that she wanted to expose what is really happening, and now people cannot believe the new graphs that will be coming out. However, the media, whoever covered this initially, should have went to the people first who fired her, so then she could say, yes, this is insubordination. This is what they are calling insubordination. So now we have both sides of the story.
Indeed.
It's how we define what the insubordination was. I think the insubordination was that she wouldn't do what they wanted her to do. And I say, good, she had the people's interest at heart. That's my opinion.
See, I see that. I understand that point. But here's what I see. I see that she wanted to be the center of attention. I'm the one that matters, not some governor a-hole. Don't you understand? I went to science class, not him. And I then say to myself, have any of us known a highly technically trained individual, certainly very good at what that is a complete a-hole? Have we ever confronted this? They're so good at their job. The minute you say hello, my God, what an a-hole. What a jerk. Listen to how they speak to another. Have we all confronted this in life where the person is very good at what they do? We're not questioning how good they are, but we're surprised, disappointed, offended that they have this nasty personality. Have you ever seen an example of that?
I think it's interesting that you say nasty personality because that is the same term that Trump always uses.
Well, this is what you're talking about. I mean, the world is made up of nasty people. I mean, let's not quibble. There are nasty people there. You know, I don't like to use the sexist terms, Lisa. I don't like to engage in vulgarity. So let's just say, not a bad word, but if somebody's disagreeable almost all the time, how interested are we in them?
I'm not interested in them at all. I had a boss from hell, Lucy, on the Mediterranean Fruit Fly program right there in Orlando. She was great at her job, but she was an absolute horrible person. She made my life miserable.
Julie, if that is the case, right, just as we could believe her, let's believe them for 1 second. Is it possible she's very good at she's a data chief, whatever the hell that means, but okay. Data chief. Okay, good morning, chief. Sorry about that, chief. Get smart. Sorry about that, chief. I'm a data chief. How's the COVID? Hello, chief. I can't, my shoe is not ringing. He had the shoe phone. So here she is. She's very good. Oh, my God. Her with the test tubes and the beakers. There's nobody like her with a Bunsen burner. She's amazing. But if she is a PIA, if she's nasty, if she's disagreeable, how useful to the rest of the team is her expertise if her personality is as I describe?
That would be a real shame, but was it described that way? What I want to know is how did they define insubordinate? How was
there you go. That's it. Oh, you're so good, man. You are a journalist. All right, Lisa, let's do the exercise Julie just put in front of us. What is the ordinary definition of that word? Go ahead. What do you think that word means?
Being insubordinate means you're not following your boss's directives and that you're going out on your own and doing your own thing.
Correct. Right there. Now, Julie, that is a perfect definition, no?
Perfect.
What do you do with an insubordinate person if you are doing a very important job? Hey, we got 6 days to get this done. People's lives are hanging in the balance. We need to get this done. What do you do with an insubordinate person in that kind of situation?
Who won't listen to you do something unethical that might hurt the people. I think that you get rid of them. But I also admire her from my standpoint for saying, hey, I'm not doing this. No amount of money is worth it. I want to get the facts out.
I know. But isn't that what every loser who lies gets to say? Like, if you take that statement, well, there you go. That. Now we're back to why I like it, okay? I think it's very important to look at her picture. I think you got to study the human being right there. You got him frozen in time. Let's see who this is. Because this is accused of being a pain in the butt. Trying to clean it up now. The other day, my friend texted me, my God, what are you doing? Saying all these. I said, well, thanks for the heads up. So PIA, we'll call. What are you supposed to do? Is she the only data? She's not entitled to anything, is she? When you work somewhere, you have no entitlement to the job. Right? She's not entitled. She's not there to criticize. Is she? If she was put in as an auditor, I want you to audit, then complaining is part of the audit's job. Her job is not to evaluate how the governor or that's not her job. Is it? I mean, just let's be real. You're hiring her to data chief something. I'm the chief data. That's it. You don't have anything to say about how we use the data, and no one asked you to interpret it. No one told you to put your little brain in front of anybody else's. Not your job to evaluate it. Not your job to come up with public policy. You're supposed to hand the quarterback the ball when he says hike. He decides. It's a ball and it's a hike. So you don't own it. And you're not the Washington Post going after Nixon. So it's all inflated ego. If you are given the job, hey, by the way, the governor wants you to keep your eyes peeled. You see something, you squawk like nobody's business. We're on this. But if the governor says, hey, we're doing a good job, you're the piece of the puzzle that does this, then shut up and be his piece of the puzzle, or shut up and get lost. But no calling the media and trying to leverage yourself against a system that is there to help people, whether you approve or not. It's none of your business. We don't need to hear your critique. So that's what I'd like to say to everybody who poses for the camera, close up with her little blonde hair. Look at me in front of a computer. Look how smart I am. Look at me. Aren't I right? Look at me. I must be. Now, did she have the integrity to tell the first reporter she was fired? She did not. So she's a lying little sniveling creep. If you got fired and you got a reporter putting you on the record, are you really up to lying to them? Well, I'm sidelined. No, you're not. The sidelines are on the team. You were fired. You're out. You were fired. And a reporter's supposed to go, I got to look into that before I can print anything from you, ma'am. So am I being unfair, Julie? Go ahead. If I'm being unfair, tell me where I'm missing the boat here.
No, I hear you loud and clear. And I do want to clarify this. You are wonderful to women. You are the furthest thing from a sexist. I think, look at you giving the opportunity to me and Lisa, and you're so respectful to us.
I love women. I love successful women.
I know you do.
I love powerful, strong women. I don't like a whiny, you-know-what, bitching at work, telling on other people, I'm smarter than them, he doesn't know, he's only my boss, what is he? I don't like that. Now, if the boss rapes and murders, I want you to immediately tell me. I will do the right thing. If you say the boss is shooting people in the warehouse, what do we do? I'm with you. But you're not going to come to me and go, by the way, I'm smarter than that guy. He doesn't know. You imagine what he told me to do? He told me to do that. Why don't you shut up? Until you're elected chief king and bottle washer here, who are you? Queen of Siam? Who are you? Who are you to go get a newspaper photo of you? The whole damn state is suffering. What are we looking at you for? You don't look starved. You don't look like you have COVID. You don't look like there's a damn thing wrong with you. Your skin's beautiful, gorgeous eyes. You're a sweet little thing. Again, I'll grab her cheeks and go, who's a cute little pain in the ass? You're a cute little pain in the ass. What are you going to break everybody's balls for just because you think you're smarter. Maybe you're not smart. Maybe you're making a big mistake with your big mouth. Aren't you young enough to have any humility? Couldn't your humility kick in? Maybe I'm wrong. It never occurs to people who look like her. That's a look of someone.
What if she's like a Holly Hunter? It hurts to always be right. What if she didn't want to tell the public?
I love you. I love it. It's the best question. I love you. It's a great question. That's the best question. Here's the answer to it. But listen to the beautiful answer. What does a good person with all of her knowledge do? You know, I just have to speak with you guys for a second. No one's going to hear this because I understand how disruptive this could be. But I'd like to tell you behind closed doors, and whatever you guys do, believe me, I'm not trying to interfere, but this is so important. I needed to inform you. Thanks for the 30 seconds. I don't mean to get in the way. That's how you work. You don't tell somebody, hey, what the hell are you doing? I just looked at the data. You're all wrong. Hey, who are you? Who are you again? What do you do? I'm the data. Well, get over there. The governor's walking down the hallway now. Would you just contain yourself? You're one of many people on the team. This is not 3 Mile Island. You're not Jack Lemmon. That's an old movie, but this isn't All the President's Men and your deep throat Hal Holbrook in the parking. Come on, stop being a narcissist is what you say to them. Chill, stand back, ask yourself, maybe I'm all worked up. And it's not appropriate. Maybe this is my personality. In other words, you're not the center of attention. But she did become, didn't she? Didn't she? For 2 days, every media outlet carried that story until the Herald put out the fire. At least the Miami or every other news story. So she says this, and she says that, and she said this. So that happened because she's... I was like, what kind of crap is this? It sounds like a kindergarten newsletter. So all of a sudden, the Herald is like, hey, go get the other side of this. Will you please? Blondie over here is becoming a rock star, and none of us even know that other half of the story. Go find out. Oh, by the way, Blondie was fired. Oh. Is that right? Did she file a civil service complaint? Did they fire her wrongfully? No word of that. She didn't mention discrimination. She's just pissed. Oh. Okay, well, put it in the story and let's go. Yeah, so that's why we all got the answer. So, Julie, I would love to believe everybody's virtuous, but I got to be watching. She didn't look like she cared about old people. She didn't look like she cared about COVID people. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think what I learned from you, Ed, today is that we have to respond, not react. So if my case is exactly right, if I hit the nail on the head, then she should have went about it in a different way. So she wasn't the center.
Oh, you're so good. I'm late again on the break, but that was perfect punctuation. The Ed Tyll Show. You know, we got a great show tomorrow and Friday. I'm going to talk all about it with Julie and Lisa as the Ed Tyll Show continues.
Florida Man Radio. The Shannon Burke Show.
The entire CDC is currently scouring the country for one last missing test. That's one test of one Bert Wilson of Florida. Once we have that final test, everyone in the country will have finally been tested. Truly, truly amazing.
The Shannon Burke Show. Afternoons from 3 to 7 on Florida Man Radio.
Shopping for a diamond? Only one jeweler here has over 30-plus years in diamond wholesaling, manufacturing, and retailing, and that's Keith LeClaire at International Diamond Center.
I've been in all phases of jewelry manufacturing, and all that knowledge, all that ability that we have acquired over the years now has brought together for you as a consumer at the bottom line price.
Make no mistake, this is Orlando's direct diamond importer.
A lot of people claim they've been in the wholesale business. A lot of people claim they've been in manufacturing. They don't know 2 cents about it.
Even today, Keith supplies diamonds